All right, DGP Wednesday. My DGP is still loading up for week 20. We did Monday and Tuesday yesterday, or should have done Monday the week before, Tuesday yesterday, but either way, should have them completed by now. Looking at Tuesday, because we're looking at clauses, remember that each clause has to have a subject and a verb, okay? This sentence is kind of confusing in which subject goes with which verb. So that is a subject. Remember that is a reflexive pronoun. Sorry, relative pronoun. It relates that to know that it's ducks. So it's relating back to something earlier in the sentence. But that is a relative pronoun. With that pronoun being that, it does become a subject. So what is that doing? Okay, that refers to ducks, but that are playing around our dock. So our first set of brackets go around that are playing around our dock. That is the first subject, first verb combination that we have. Okay, so if I were you to remember that, I would go ahead and take my clause box from the beginning of the sentence, like I've always did, copy and paste that over your clause itself. All right. Now, above the entire clause, you will need to have one big box above, because the ducks, what are the ducks doing? The ducks, so they are playing around our dock, the ducks like to eat popcorn. Okay, so that is the other clause. So to help yourself out, I would copy and paste that above the box we just merged together. Okay, in case you didn't see how I merged that, I'm going to go ahead and unmerge it, because here's the merge cell button. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take this first box that now has all these tabs inside of it, because I've done that. Actually, let's go ahead and do this. That way you see from the get-go what it looks like. Okay. All right, so I copied this box, pasted it over my clause here, which is that are playing with ducks, that are playing around the dock. And then I'm going to take this, I'm going to highlight all the boxes. I'm going to hit Shift and click all the way down here to popcorn, where our clause ends. I'm going to hit this merge cell. Once I hit just merge cell, now it becomes one big cell. See how the highlight changed? Okay. I'm going to copy. I'm going to paste. Okay. Then I know that my brackets will go from the ducks like to eat popcorn. So in the full clause here, the ducks like to eat popcorn. Does that make sense on its own? Can we understand that by itself? Yes, we can. So that becomes an independent clause. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and center this up just because it bothers me. I'm going to center, boom. There it is. Now it's in the middle. Okay. Now, as far as that are playing around our dock, does that make sense by itself? The big key word is this. Do we know what that is without someone else telling us? The answer is no. So, because of that, and we need to know what a noun is, and we need to know more about what the noun is doing, okay, that becomes an adjective dependent clause. Okay, becomes an adjective dependent clause. Now, depending on how you view what's being modified there, it may become an adverb dependent clause. We're going to go ahead and call it an adjective dependent clause. Okay. Now, the next thing you need to figure out, since you have an independent clause and a dependent clause, is this a simple sentence, which is just one single independent clause? Is it a compound sentence, which is two independent clauses put together? Is it a complex sentence, which is an independent clause and a dependent clause put together? Or is it a compound complex sentence, which is more than one independent clause and then a dependent clause? Well, we only have an independent clause and a dependent clause, so we fall into this complex category. Sorry, I clicked early. Are we yelling it at someone? No. Are we asking a question? No. Are we telling the ducks what to do? No. We're just stating the facts. So it is a complex declarative sentence. All right. That's DGP Wednesday. If you have any questions, concerns, again, reach out to me. I'll be happy to help. You guys have a great day.